So, the Pokemon world is in a complete panic state of mind right now. Everybody is freaking out because Champions Path is coming out with a set list that is absolutely insane. Mainly for one card, or one Pokemon, I should say, Charizard Vmax. Everybody is just absolutely losing their mind. On top of it, there being a Vmax, which will be in hyper rare form, we are also doing a shiny Charizard V. So, just mind-blowing news right now, and everybody is just absolutely losing their gourd. It's all over Instagram, it's all over Twitter, and everybody is just panicking. Distributors can't shut off their phones in time because their phones are blowing up with people trying to order more or pre-order for the first time. Everyone that's a PokeTuber is just trying to find product, asking where can I get it, where can I find it, what card stores I can go to. And the people that have already pre-ordered a month or two ago are just sitting back laughing and relaxing because they know, at least in their minds, potentially still, because allocations right now are, for a lot of people, zero. The people that pre-order are hopefully sitting back laughing and relaxing due to the fact that they have their stuff coming in. So guys, welcome to the, I guess, Champions Path release Charizard stream random thing that we're going to do today. We're going to talk about whether you should invest in Champions Path, what cards are in the set, why you should invest, why you shouldn't invest, and we'll see how deep our pockets are when it comes to this set. So guys, thanks for hanging out. I see we got Jason, we got my sister, we got Pokemon James, Shiny Goggles, Nicole, Jim, Zen. A lot of people hanging out. Zard Hunter, a lot of people hanging out right now trying to figure out what the heck is going on and what Poke Beach decided to go ahead and drop on us. I think it was like 2 or 3 p.m. I honestly went on YouTube myself and was just seeing a lot of videos pop up out of nowhere, and I typically don't do a video this style, like, oh man, I gotta get on there, but I was gonna do a video anyway, and I was like, I might as well go live, open the packs I was going to do for a video anyway, hang out with you guys, talk about this crazy set, and hopefully I got some Zard packs that have some Zard artwork on it. So woo, that's a freaking mouthful. So guys, appreciate you hanging out. I see Retro over here as well. I got DNA, I got Yizzy, so everybody's hanging out. So first and foremost, I want to talk about this so you guys can go ahead and put it in the chat. Who already has Champions Path pre-ordered? You guys can also put how much you have pre-ordered. And I want to find out also who intends on pre-ordering because of the Zard announcement. I think their Walmarts and your Targets, if you live in a not so busy area, you will be able to find some there. Now, I can't guarantee you how much they're going to have, but I think there definitely will be a set amount for each single store that carries Pokemon product. If you're in a busy area like me in Orlando, you might want to consider pre-ordering from a legitimate source. Make sure that you're not going to a source that's going to price gouge the heck out of you, but a legitimate source. And if you have any questions about a legitimate source, let me know. I can guide you some great people that are going to take care of you as best as they can, because we don't know what's going to happen here. But if you live in a busier area just as I do, I think it's going to be a very, very hard item to find. Mostly because people are going to be waiting for those distributors every either Thursday or Friday to try to get a piece of that set. If it wasn't for the Charizards, I think it would be a lot more available, and I think Vivid Voltage would have taken the spotlight with those amazing rares. But the fact that PokeBeach just dropped this information and is now stemming into different platforms as well that kind of put leaks out there, I think it's becoming more and more as a green light for this set to be absolute freaking chaos. I know it's going to be for me. I know it's going to be for a lot of PokeTubers, and I know of a lot of you collectors out there as well. It's going to be absolutely insane. So I got Centurion with 2 cases of ETBs. Now, I watched Centurion's live earlier, and I spoke to him a while back ago when we were first pre-ordering from NC Packbuster. He ordered 1 case, but legitimately, when the Charizards were announced, I kid you not, he went, I think, what was it, like, Zen, like 30 minutes later, and hit up NC Pack Buster and pre-ordered himself another case of that. I got Zard Hunter, 3 cases pre-ordered, 100 loose packs. Dude, first and foremost, I don't blame you because, I mean, you're the Zard Hunter. That is your thing. So I expected you for sure to get some, and that's a lot. So we're talking 3 cases of ETBs, right? From that. Are you guys also interested in getting some of those pin collections that have come out, which I think are going to be sweet? Those gym badges they have on there are awesome. And you get those 3 packs. Now, I don't know the price point of it. I'm assuming it's going to be anywhere from that $15 to $20 range, which is kind of going to be expensive. But I think it's going to be a nice little kind of like pin collection what they did with Hidden Fates. Black Friday came early. It's been confirmed. I just ordered everything else. We got 2 ETBs. We'll buy more pin collections. Okay, that's a good idea. 2 ETBs here, but that's all. Yo, Zard Hunter. What else we got? Before this big announcement of the Zard cards, I knew there was going to be something big because we didn't get a Rainbow Rare Zard. So that's something I did want to go ahead and touch up on with you guys as far as investing. When Darkness Ablaze was first announced and before it came out, a lot of it was going to be based around that Charizard. And we were not sure whether we were going to get that Charizard VMAX Hyper Rare that Japan was doing for their tournament winnings. We speculated that it was going to come out in Darkness Ablaze, and that's why Darkness Ablaze essentially became a huge set. Unfortunately, I think it was like a week or 2 prior to the set coming out, we found out that it was just going to be a regular VMAX, which was fine. Everything about it was still awesome. Everybody was still hyped because anytime there's a Charizard that comes out in any set, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a huge, huge card and a huge chase card for collectors all around the world, right? Charizard is the staple of Pokemon. Someone that barely knows anything about Pokemon is going to know something about Charizard. So that's why this is the big money card. So when Darkness Ablaze come out with their Charizard and it first hit the market, I think the Charizards were going for about $150 a piece. Which in my opinion at that point in time was that it was a little bit too high. The reason being is I saw a lot of people, as far as videos goes, not really in person, pulling that card a little bit often. But granted, there was a lot of people opening packs at the same time. So that's why a lot of these videos were getting pumped out, right? A lot of people were opening packs. There was hundreds and thousands of packs being opened on YouTube by PokeTubers and other individuals. So which is why the Charizard, for me, in my opinion, was getting pulled that often. Me personally and other few people, we have not pulled it. But anyways, Charizard hit the market. It was $150 right off rip. And I know a few people that sold it at that price point. Right now, researching, the Charizard VMAX seems to be about a $100 card. The reason I'm talking about Darkness Ablaze is that the fact that this Charizard VMAX is a hyper rare and the regular VMAX was coming out at a $150 price point, I'm automatically assuming that the Charizard VMAX that first hits the market is going to be already a $300 to $500 card. I am almost guaranteeing it that it's going to hit that price point. Just because you can kind of put apples to apples, and Darkness Ablaze came out, Charizard hit the market, $150, and so on and so forth. Now, will that price drop from my personal opinion? I think it will initially, depending on how many of these Charizards hit the market at once. The price may drop. Now, when it comes to the Charizard, the shiny Charizard, I honestly don't have an exact opinion about how much it's going to be when it first comes out, just because it is a V card, right? So V cards, as we know, is a lot more common than some other cards, but it's also Champion's Path and it's a holiday set. So is it really going to be that common? I don't know. If I were to go ahead and be the first one to pull it, I think I would put it somewhere around the $150 price point just to test the market and see where it goes. Maybe do an auction for it. But I know a lot of people that are buyers and sellers or that want to see what kind of value of their card that they get will be. I think that market's going to fluctuate very, very fast on eBay, and there's going to be a lot of buying and selling between those cards. Either way, I am absolutely excited for this set. I've always been a Charizard fan. I've always been a Charizard, enthusiast, and that's where I based my Pokemon upcomings with. So I'm definitely excited for this set. I think it's going to be one of those sets just because of the 2 Charizard VMAXs. a set that is going to be worth in investing. Now, I don't think it's going to hold a candle as hot as Hidden Fates is, just because Hidden Fates is an absolutely completely different set. They came out with a shiny vault. There's tons of shinies out there. There's tons of cards that people are really into from other sets that they transferred over there. It's a special one-of-the-kind set. But don't go crazy with your investing into Champion's Path. I mean, don't put your house mortgage on Champion's Path because you feel like you missed the Hidden Fates train. Hidden Fates is a one-of-a-kind set, and we won't see one like that for a while. And I think a lot of people are thinking the same way that you may be thinking right now. I think a lot of people want to go ahead and invest into Champion's Path, buy the thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars, hoping that it will equate to what Hidden Fates will be. But don't do that. If you want to buy a case, maybe even two, just to hang out for a while, and you have the means to do it, go for it. But don't put your life savings into Champion's Path thinking that in 4 to 5 months you are going to turn double your profit, if not triple your profit, as we've kind of seen in Hidden Fates. Now, mind you, Hidden Fates was not selling as hot until there was a boom in Pokemon and everything was skyrocketing through the roof. So you were still able to find Hidden Fates on the shelves. You were still able to get ETBs at a decent price, roughly about $60 to $70 before that boom hit. When that boom hit, everything skyrocketed. So don't expect Champion's Path to do the same. Just because the market is still in that honeymoon phase where it's absolutely exploding and can still drop like a sack of potatoes. So be careful with Champion's Path. Enjoy opening the set. If you want to invest, do it, but do it very, very smart. And if you find the chance of where you get super lucky, great. If it happens to explode, awesome. But just be very, very wary. I don't, a lot of people that watch these kind of videos or are into investing or new into Pokemon, they don't have a warehouse or anything else and they're just finding, they don't have the means to keep a product for 2 to 3 to 4 years, as some investors that do have the means end up having to sit on because the product is not moving as much. It's very important that you guys take this very, very cautiously, especially if you don't have the means to do it, because I really do not want to see anybody get burned by Champion's Path. I do want to see people enjoy the chase. I want to see people pull Charizards. I want to see people have fun with the set. And I also want people to eventually potentially make a little bit of profit on it in order to invest into something else in the future, right? But just be careful. Please be careful with the set. But I am predicting that the Charizard Vmax is going to automatically hit that $300 to $500 range. You are going to see Charizard Vmaxes for outlandish prices on eBay, but don't think that's how much your card is worth. You'll probably see a Charizard VMAX on eBay for $10,000. You might see one for $5,000. It's because it's the one that first hit the market, and somebody wants to find that one person that has the cash to go and spend it. So don't think that your card is going to be worth that much off of rip. The shiny Charizard in itself also took some time to be at the price point that it is now currently. When shiny Charizard was first put on the market, I think it hit that $10,000 mark. There was that one card. Everybody started freaking out. But there was a bunch of shiny Charizards that started hitting eBay because everybody wanted that price. And in reality, the shiny Charizard was selling anywhere from $200 to $300 at a fair market value price before the Pokemon boom. Pokemon boom hit, and now your Charizard went up to $400, then it went up to $500, then it went all the way up to like $900, and I think it kind of settled in at a $700 to $800 price range. So yeah, be careful. Be careful with the set. I do think people out there that are into sealed product, that are into investing, that do have a closet full of Pokemon stuff that they plan to hold on to the future to better themselves as an investment, this is a good set to go ahead and start off with, but don't put all your eggs in one basket, because I would hate for somebody to go ahead and get burned by the set. I have a problem with with holding on to stuff sealed because I do like to open the product. I am more of a collector than I am a investor, but I do like to see the investing side of Pokemon product, and see what something potentially may or may not earn somebody in the future. I think it's very interesting. Me personally, I don't do it as much. I do have some sealed product that I think will be great in the future, but it's not that much. I'm going to put my eggs in the basket as far as opening up Champion's Path on the channel, enjoying the content. Hopefully everybody that watches it enjoys the content, and I'm going to chase that Zard for sure. But I'm not going to go ahead and spend tens of thousands of dollars storing it in my closet for who knows how long, hoping that it turns me a profit in 3 months. It's not realistic. It's not a realistic way of thinking. And I know that a lot of people in this Pokemon bubble right now that we're in are thinking that way. So if you're watching this video, definitely take that into account. I mean, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. But as food for thought, definitely consider being careful with this set. I got Zard Hunter saying 300 to 500, 100%. Yeah, I think that's a accurate prediction in that market. That's how much I would list it for, and that's how much I would expect to go ahead and buy it for. How much is it worth? Shiny live. Shiny goes live. Yes, Yosh. Okay. We're talking about some people in the chat hanging out. So Shiny Zard, it's gonna be a tricky card. One, because there's not a card like that on the market right now as far as a full art V of Shiny, or of Charizard in general. We have in Darkness Blaze, we have the regular V, and then it just moves on straight to Vmax. The regular V, I think, is still around that $20 range, and we know that the Vmax right now is about $100, give or take, where you buy that card from. It's a tough card to predict, but I think the shiny value will add onto it, which is why I'm predicting it's $150 market as soon as the set comes out. Now, y'all can definitely disagree with me, and I'm willing to hear some stuff out in the comments. I'm going to start scrolling through and catching up on the comments a little bit. But I just kind of wanted to get a whole spiel out there in the beginning. And I do have some packs over here, like I said, that I want to open up with you guys. And I want to go ahead and discuss some stuff in the chat. Maybe go over some of the stuff on Poke Beach that I'm looking over right now. And just talk some stuff into here. And anybody that has any questions or anything like that, or anybody else in the chat that wants to answer a question, or I can try to answer the best of my ability, we will make it work. What you should be asking, JD, is what's a Blastoise? Bring Blastoise back. Yeah, Blastoise is really kind of fallen second hand to Charizard right now. I think the real great Blastoise card that I've actually seen as of lately is the one from Unbroken Bonds, the hyper rare one. That's really the only Blastoise I've seen. Just Zen said too late. Only Blastoise I've really seen that has recently come out that's a pretty good art and value as well. I'm going to sell my car for a case. Well, the Black Market just offers some crazy dough for my kidney. I'm over here talking about don't put all your eggs in one basket and go bananas on Champion's Path. And we're talking about selling kidneys, cars, selling hidden fates. This will be damn near impossible to find out in the wild. I think it will be possible to find in low-key, smaller populated areas where Pokemon is not, the biggest thing in the world. There's Walmarts like that. I've stumbled upon hidden fate stuff that I definitely would not have thought that I would have found in a low-key Walmart. So it's possible. The other day, a guy known as Collectionista, he has a YouTube channel as well, he actually found a Great Ball collection of hidden fates at his local Walmart. Mind-blowing. Like, why is that even there? There's no way that a distributor showed up and just put this randomly on the shelf that he happened to have in his warehouse. That didn't happen. That's been sitting there for quite some time, and it was just a lucky find. So there is Walmarts out there and Targets that are kind of low-key, not a lot of people go to, and you can find some good product. So if you live in that kind of area, you might want to go ahead and check it out if you live in an area like that close by. Zard, congrats on 2K. Yeah, dude, I saw that as well. I just saw your post on YouTube, and I was like, oh, man, he hit 2K. That's freaking awesome. So congrats, my dude. As McKegger for thought. Hey, y'all, please hit that thumbs up for Rye. Yeah, guys, if you can, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Definitely helps out a lot, and I appreciate all y'all coming over here to hear me babble about some some, Champions Path cards. Is it possible for there to be more shinies in the set? I think the set, and I'm going to switch over to the cam. I think the set is pretty much set. I think the set is already technically kind of announced. It's already what it's going to be. So, of course, on Poke Beach, Zenchurion XYZ actually went over this in depth more earlier. So definitely check out his previous live to kind of get an in-depth about the attack and each card individually and its do's and don'ts. Check out that live. So we're kind of going to briefly just go over this. So of course, you have your 2 Charizards that have been leaked that are going to be in this set. I think the artwork on them is great. I liked the regular Charizard that's going to come into the ETBs alone. And the fact that they made it shiny makes it a lot more intriguing. So I'm definitely going to be after that card. And of course, I was one of those guys, I was super stoked for Darkness Blaze because I was expecting that Charizard in the set. It didn't happen. It was kind of disappointing, but honestly, I was pleasantly surprised that a lot of people were still into buying Darkness Blaze. Now, maybe a lot of people didn't know that that there was not going to be a hyper in it. Maybe they still thought there was, but either way, I was still happy to see Darkness Blaze moving the way it did. Because the set in general should hold some value. I think it's a great set as well, and not to be slept on. A lot of great artworks in there. So we got that. This was mentioned earlier. The Venusaur is kind of weird. It's just the Venusaur by itself. We don't got a VMAX of it. We don't got a full art of it. It's just kind of Venusaur hanging out. So yeah, so to answer your question there, Clar, basically, yeah, these are all the cards that are going to be in the set. There's nothing really else that stands out that's different that we kind of already haven't seen through the Japanese sets. So for example, like in the Heartbeat collection, not Heartbeat, I'm sorry, it was I'm drawing a blank right now. It was the one with the was it Sizzlepede on there or Centiskorch on there on the cover for the Japanese. So in that one they already had the Gardevoir V, and they also had the Vmax as well, which I've pulled in Japanese when I went ahead and opened it. So they do already have that from older sets. We got the Galarian Corsola, of course. We all know about the Alcremie. A few people have opened up the Heartbeat collection and have pulled this card as well. So in that one, if you pull the Alcremie V, you got the VMAX right after it, which is kind of interesting. Lucario is going to be in there. Fire artwork as well. So pretty much everything that is on the Poke Beach website, which you're more than welcome to go ahead and check out as well. It's there for everybody to look at. Is pretty much all going to be what it is in the set. There's not going to be any special craziness out of nowhere that nobody expected, if that makes any sense. I don't know if we have a few more. Now, Piers in Darkness Ablaze, I know he's in there, but I think he's only a full art. So they decided to make him hyper rare in Champion's Path. And then we have Hop as well, making a first appearance as a trainer card, which I think is pretty cool. Now, the only thing that, for me, that really sucked out of Champion's Path was I was expecting there to be some stuff from Tag All-Stars in the set. That's what I really wanted. I was thinking there was going to be that Charizard Gold potentially. There was a lot of rumors that it was going to happen, which made Champion's Path a little bit more exciting. But it's not going to. Rob's pronunciations. Yeah, I'm terrible. I talk like I have a mouthful of marbles sometimes, especially when I get excited about something. So, I lost my track of thought now. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was talking about something. So, anyways, Champion's Path. Yeah, it's going to be an absolute freaking banger. You're going to see plenty of YouTubes on it. YouTube videos on it. I know I'm going to be posting a bunch. I'll probably do a whole Champion's Path series until I can't find anymore or it becomes too expensive. But be careful where you guys are buying from right now. Don't get price gouged. I know you might want something super bad, but just wait it out a couple days. Find yourself a good price. Go on eBay. Find a reputable seller. Go find yourself somebody reputable on Instagram. There's plenty of great guys out there that will be selling Champion's Path at the correct price. Don't be spending $90 on a set which you don't have any clue what the card values are going to be. It's not worth spending $90 in ETB. Maybe potentially pulling that Charizard V Shiny, right, that you really wanted. But if you plan on getting rid of it eventually or whatever the case may be, don't spend $90 to potentially have a $40 card as your chase. You know, like, just be careful with it. Just be careful with it. And that's something I really, really want to emphasize. Don't get price gouged. Don't spend too much money when you don't have to. It's not worth it at all. I kind of want that Venusaur card. Yeah, I think the Venusaur card looks pretty cool. I think it would be awesome in a full art form as well to go ahead and chase. But yeah, it does look good. Collection MX always has that luck. Yeah, he does. Yeah, so he's actually, like I said, he's the one that got that Great Ball collection. It's absolutely insane. So I think now another question that I had for myself was how much did I think was going to be in stores as far as ETBs, pin collections? To be honest, I kind of missed the Hidden Fates ETB route when it first came out. I kind of missed that whole trend, and I bought it from my card store eventually for a slightly higher price, not much. I think it was like $10 more. So I don't know how much was on there, but I don't think there's going to be that many. Just because I know that individual distributors are having a lot of trouble getting it, and there's a lot less smaller individual distributors out there than Targets and Walmart. So I think it's going to be one of those things where they're going to get one case, they're going to put it on the shelves, and they might be out. So you might want to be one of those people that find out when your distributor hits the shelves and stocks, and be there on time to go ahead and get yourself an ETB and not have to, panic to try to find it somewhere else. But definitely don't. Even if you don't get one from Target and you walk off disappointed, like I said, don't go online and spend your first $80 on another ETB from someone that's price gouging. It's not worth it. It's already happening in the set. It's like 2 weeks away from being out. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. So, like I said, if you have any questions, definitely hit up a PokeTuber on Instagram. There's plenty of great people out there that are reputable. I know a few personally. I talk to them weekly, if not daily sometimes. One of them is being NC Packbuster, and I would send everybody over there right now, but I know they're getting phone calls like crazy because of the announcement. So give them some time. If they don't get back to you right away, they will eventually get back to you. But right now, everybody's in a panic state. Everybody is just freaking out because everybody wants a piece of the puzzle, or a piece of the pie, I should say, and nobody wants to miss out, because I can guarantee you that 70% of the people that are panicking right now are the ones that missed out on Hidden Fates, and they don't want to be part of that. Don't want to miss out. What do we got? Patience is virtue. I agree. Patience is definitely virtue. It will pay off in the end. Don't spend a killing with price gouging, because it's already happening and the set hasn't even hit the shelves. And it's going to get worse now. The fact that with these Charizard announcements, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm seeing an ad right now for $84.95 the ETB. Don't buy that crap. Yeah, I agree. Don't buy it at all. Stay away from that stuff. Find yourself a reputable seller. Hit somebody up. And there it is. GameStop has pre-orders for the right price. Yeah, go to GameStop. Go to those kind of places. Now, the great thing about these places that will take pre-orders, as far as like a GameStop or a card store potentially, is you will get your money back if they don't have it. Like, they're going to let you know that they don't have it, and they'll send your money back. It may take a couple days to go ahead and hit your account, but at least you're getting your money back, and you don't really have to worry about, not receiving anything back. So that's definitely... And same thing goes with distributors, right? Go to a reputable distributor. You don't want to be sending all this money over to somebody that you really don't know, or you haven't done your research about, and sending them, let's say, I don't know, you bought a case for, let's say, what? $350, $400, right? Let's say you bought a case for $400. Hypothetically speaking, I don't know the exact prices on it, because everybody's a little bit different. But let's say you spent $400 on a case of Champion's Path. Make sure they're reputable. You don't want to send somebody $400 and they're like, oh yeah, we don't have it, but we might have it in 2 weeks, so I'm going to hold on to your money. I might have it in 3 weeks, so I'm going to hold on to it. Because you don't know what they're doing with that money. You don't know if it's staying in the account, or they're going and buying a Lexus the next day, right? So just be careful with the people that you do business with. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you get some credential checks from other individuals that have done business with this person. That way you're not getting burned in the end. This is going to be one of those sets that people will try to burn people over, that will try to steal your money, that will try to affect your wallet, and that will try to take advantage of you. This is going to be one of those sets. Guaranteed 100%. It's happened with Hidden Fates and Champion's Path with all the hype and the Charizard releases. is going to do the same thing. There will be those people out there, and I guarantee you there will be a lot of people that will be upset with some of the things that happen. Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. That's what happens in collecting, whether it's Pokemon or anything else. There are those individuals, and they will ruin your wallet. So be careful. Taking advice from a guy that hasn't pulled the SV49. Yeah, I mean, I tried. I spent enough money to try to go ahead and pull it, but it just didn't happen. Maybe I'll get lucky with Champion's Path. Maybe I'll struggle for the next 3 months trying to open up a shiny Zard from it. It happens. It is what it is. It's all the name of the game, right? It's all the name of the game. As successful as Hidden Fates was, you would think that you were made, you would think more were made of Champion's Path. So, now was it on Zen's Live? I think NC Pax Buster had said something. So, allegedly, they are already printing more Champion's Path product in order to keep up with the demand. Now, I think they should have already kept up with some of it, considering, like you said, Hidden Fates had a huge demand. Not initially, though, but it did eventually have a huge demand, and then they were trying to go ahead and keep pace. So, yeah, I think they should have released a lot more, and they weren't expecting as many allocations as they were getting. But it seems like they're trying to fix it, but they're not going to fix it completely in 2 weeks and when they have to release the set. So, it is what it is. There might be more. That's another thing, too. Then I'm glad you brought that up and kind of sparked my memory. That being said, when the product releases and it starts selling like hotcakes, don't think that they won't reprint more and it'll be like a whole Hidden Fates 10 scenario. But remember, Hidden Fates is a special set. They have a shiny vault, a lot of shiny vaults, a lot of great cards in that set, a lot of great artworks, and a lot of sought-after cards. Champion's Path basically has the 2 Charizards. That's it. So they can print a lot more, which will just decrease the value because some guy out there will have multiple warehouses full of this stuff. And it's going to hit the market. It's going to flood it. And now the stuff that you invested in is worth retail price. And you may or may not struggle to go ahead and sell it. So now you have to pay your mortgage, but you can't because you have a locker full of Champion's Path that you just can't get rid of. That's the risk you're going to take, so don't go crazy on it. They can always reprint more. The machines don't die or fade away or rust after cards have been printed. They have the printing plates. They will make more, especially if they're making absolute insane profit off of it. So be careful. Pre-order is the way to go. I agree. Definitely pre-order some stuff. You might not get it on release day, but you're going to get it sometime soon, hopefully. I bet you have the shiny Zard from Hidden Fates and that ETB you have in the back. I think I do too, but I just can't open it. And I'm not going to sell. I know it's worth like $300 right now, but I'm not going to sell it. I just like it. It's one of those things that are hard to find. I'm not going to go out and spend $300 on the ETB. I got that at retail price. Well, a little bit over. I paid $60 for it. I got it at a good price, and I want to go ahead and just hold on to it. It's kind of like one of those things that I just really like. I'm never going to sell, and it's just going to hang out. Plus, if you open it and the shiny Zard is not in there, it's like, okay, why'd I open it? I should have just left it sealed because you're not going to get another one because you don't have $300 to spend on one ETB. NC Pack just said it was confirmed another wave of ETBs in October. Exactly. So just be careful with where you're spending your money. If you want to go ahead and spend all this money because you're going to open it and you're going to enjoy every single pack that you crack, sure, go for it. Do it. That's your thing. But don't do it as a complete, you're going to make a killing in a couple months and be able to buy a Ferrari. It's just not going to happen with this set. I'm a huge Zard fan / collector, and as much as this set is super dope, it's nowhere near as good as Hidden Fates. The whole Shiny Vault and Full Arts was just too fire. I agree. It will never be a Hidden Fates. There may be a set down the road in the future, a few years from now, that blows everybody's mind. And it's going to be one of those sets that people were not expecting as well. It was going to be under the radar, come in. It was just going to be release a few cards, and that was it. And it's going to hit the market, and people are going to like, whoa, I'm really into this set. And that's when you're going to go ahead and, if you invested into that, make a killing if that's what you want to do. But the second wave was up on Safari Zone and it sold out too. Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be a third wave. There might be a fourth wave. We just don't know. how much they've printed out. We're never going to find out. And we'll come to find out more and more as more distributors and stores start stocking up and finding out how much they're going to be able to get. First Black Label Rainbow VMAX and Shiny V going for $10K. That's freaking absolutely insane. Where did you see that? Was that on eBay? Did it just pop up on eBay? It probably did. There's always going to be that $10K seller. Touch Gaming. Okay, that was Spanish. I'm assuming something to pre-order for Champions Path. They are not printing to demand, just printing out more to help reach demand. Yeah, that makes sense. It's but see, I mean, I don't know. I think they're going to end up printing out more like they did with the tins, and they'll do maybe another tin collection as well for Champions Path. Maybe they'll do some more of those pins, maybe, you know, something along those lines. But I don't think Champions Path will stop where it's at now. Obviously, we haven't even received the set. We don't know anything about the set. And I know they've released some box collections, some pin collections that they're going to do for the set. But I think they might add a little bit more down the road. They typically seems like they do. Even with Darkness Ablaze, right? They came out with the Eternatus tin, the Raichu tin. So I think they'll do something a little bit special. Unbroken Bonds is getting a reprint. Yeah, they are definitely getting a reprint. I was actually at my card store today, and I was talking to the guy, Neil, up there. And he also got confirmation and will be getting Unbroken Bonds in his shop because it is definitely getting reprinted. And I think it's only the booster boxes, though, nothing else. If I injure my foot with disability, pay for Champions Path. Yeah, disability does not. Injuring your foot does not pay for anything. I have no disability at all from from injuring my foot. It's going to be a whatever set, has the shiny V cards, and will be the next. That will be the next Hidden Fates. It's going to be a whatever set, has the shiny V cards, that will be the next Hidden Fate. So are you saying that you think it is going to be the next Hidden Fates just because with the two Charizards they're saying? Hidden Fates has its pre-print run in November in the EU and probably later. They're supposed to be actually releasing Hidden Fates in some areas now. Some more tins people are supposed to be getting in certain locations, even here in the US, and should be getting them here shortly in the next couple weeks, probably with that wave of Champions Path. You'll see a lot of reoccurring print runs on these. Again, smaller sets, no subsets, easier to print. Yeah, I agree. There definitely will be Champions Path out there, and it will, you know, essentially not kill the market for Champions Path, but it won't make it a crazy set where you're going to make a fortune off of. A box of Unbroken Bonds is still holding at most places. Oh, Ultra Prism, sorry. It's still holding most places around 200, even though it was reprinted. The cards are out for a turn this meta. Yeah, it's crazy. I got some Ultra Prism here, actually, right now that I was planning on opening. By the way, let's not sleep on this Lily that I pulled on my Instagram live yesterday. That was absolutely freaking insane. And I did not realize until somebody in the live told me that this was an $80 card and the most sought after card in the set. It's absolutely freaking insane that I even pulled it and I didn't even realize the weight this card held. So I think it's an amazing looking card. It's a Lily Full Art Trainer. It is now valued more than the Solgala and Lunala Gold in that set. I think it was Collectionista that told me that was $80. And then I went back and looked it up on different websites, Troll and Toad, Cool Stuff, and then on eBay. And yeah, it's roughly about that price. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I pre-ordered a case of booster box of Vivid Voltage. Dang, you want a Vivid Voltage early. I don't know how I'm doing on Vivid Voltage. I know I'm going to open a lot of Champions Path. I think it's going to be the set everybody wants to see. Plus that I want to go ahead and open as well to get, you know, into the Charizard race as well. Although I think Vivid Voltage is supposed to have those amazing rares, which I think are awesome as well. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of stuff that, you know, I don't get anything back from YouTube. I only put into YouTube. So it's tough sometimes with all these sets releasing so early, especially like this holiday set, right? If there was a time between Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage, yeah, I could probably manage it and still get my money's worth of Vivid Voltage. But these holiday sets is what's the killer, because it's just funds that you didn't expect to spend in such a short amount of period of time. You selling Lily? No, I'm going to keep it. I think it's a freaking spice. I'm assuming that you need it. No, I think I'm going to keep it. I think I'm going to open up some more Ultra Prism. My card shop does have a booster box over there. I'm going to see what the price is on that eventually. It's still, you know, sitting there. So and try to get some more from that. So I think some of the cards in there are absolutely awesome. But who knows? Maybe we'll talk and see. Maybe we'll figure something out for some Champions Path. How about that? I saw tins at Gatwick Airport. Lots of them. Not me personally, but a friend of mine. Oh, that's cool. Wait, which ones? Hidden Face tins? Pokemon's overkill mode. Oh yeah, they're milking every single penny right now that they can, because it is the set, or it is the trend right now, right? Pokemon is trend. Collecting in general is a trend, and now there's even people talking about Pokemon entering that Star Wars realm of collecting and vintage, and that it's nearing those just credentials as far as collecting stuff and vintage stuff and toys, and it's hitting that kind of a level in price, and which it is. We've seen a booster box of unlimited base set go from 4,000 to 5,000 4 months ago to almost 20,000. It's kind of crazy. That's why Champion Path is a little lesser than it could have been. I'm sticking to Japanese and Chinese amazing rares. They're really amazing. The English ones with the yellow border is more like almost amazing. Yeah, I mean, I want to see it in person. I could, sometimes when I do videos or openings, I usually say that the video doesn't do a card any justice, and until you see it in person, then you really get the full effect of a card. And I think that's going to be what it is for the amazing rares for me. I'm going to try to pull it, see what happens, but you never know. I never pull anything good sometimes, I feel like, so. 100% Pokemon Hollow, JP, and Chinese are always the way to go, no doubt. Yeah, and they're a lot cheaper, too. A lot cheaper. Yes, Hidden Fates Tints, England. That's crazy, dude. Who sent you that? Have to have been a Poketuber out in that land. All right, so I'm going to open up some Darkness Blaze because I got 4 packs. And if you guys have any questions or want me to blab about something, definitely let me know. I definitely will. But those are my opinions, and hopefully they were explained in a good manner. But I don't think I'm going to be really, like I said, investing into Champions Path too much. It's just not my blood to keep stuff sealed. Except for that Hidden Fates ETB, really, and a couple other very limited. Hey, nice Corviknight holographic, very limited product that I do. Yizzy isn't here, so sacrifice. Definitely not going to go ahead and sacrifice. That is for sure. I can't do it. I can't get myself to do it. I like Chinese tie packs because they have unique artworks. They do. And I like the borders on the Chinese cards and Japanese cards as well. That holographic border on the outside of the cards I think is absolutely awesome. And they did that with what set? I have a Heatmore from the EX era, I believe. That has that border in English, and I think it's absolutely freaking awesome. What price do you think Rainbow Charizard will worth when we saw the Japanese tournament version worth thousands of dollars? I mentioned this one earlier in the beginning of the stream, so if you're just tuning in, I predict that hitting the market, it will be anywhere from about $300 to $500. You will see one that is at that crazy $10,000 mark. There's one like that every single year when it comes with the Charizard. So don't believe that. And if somebody does buy it, it's because they just want her to go ahead and set a record and do something silly. But it's going to be worth $300 to $500, depending on how often it gets pulled and how many hit PSA and Beckett. It's either going to go a little bit down in price or a little bit higher. But seeing that the pull rate for Darkness Ablaze and the Vmax Charizard has been first, it was actually a lot, but there was a lot of videos pumping out because a lot of people were opening packs. But now has really kind of declined as how many people are pulling it. So yeah, so I think it's gonna be $300, $500. I think it's pretty accurate in that realm. I think it might go up depending on the pull rates, but I think it's gonna be a tough card to pull, and will retain that $300 to $500 value. Sorry, I lost my track of mind there for a second, but $300, $500 is my prediction. And I think that's going to be a value that's going to last the rest of the year at least, until there's potentially not any more Champions Path available everywhere. And that card may or may not go up based on the demand for it. So, but I don't think it's going to be a card that's almost impossible to pull. I think when Champions Path for, I mean, it could even happen this Saturday with Leonhardt. He can pull it right then and there. So, I don't think it's going to be a card that's going to be impossible to pull. The shiny Charizard in Hidden Fates, although I haven't pulled it personally, is not impossible to pull. I've seen a ton of people open it, and it's still sitting somewhere around that $700 range now. So, and that's, you know, because it went up with the Pokemon boom. Hey, there it is. Nice. We got a V card, Grimmsnarl V. So, yeah, $300, $500 I think is an accurate prediction, and I think that's what it's going to settle for. No subset. New subset or no subset? I mean, technically, yeah, I think... Oh, you're talking about for... No, there's no subset. It seems like... I'll go back to this real quick. It's just going to be your regular... uncommons, your commons. It's going to be the V. Then you're going to get out to a few Vmaxes with the Gardevoir, the Corsola, the Alcremie. And then you're going to have your top 2 chase cards, which will be the Charizard V Full Art, which could be pulled kind of often, may not. We'll figure that out when we get the set. And then, of course, your Vmax is going to be that big top chase card that everybody wants. But there's no subset like there was with the Shiny Vault in Hidden Fates. Let's see, I gotta scroll up here a little bit. Now that these new Charizards are out, will the Ultra Rare Charizard VMAX? That's tough. That's tough to say, and to be honest, if it does, it won't be a lot. The reason being is that there's no VMAX full art, I guess technically not hyper rare of it, and people are going to want to match that VMAX with it. They're going to want to have the VMAX regular art, and they're going to want the VMAX hyper rare art, and they're going to want that in their collection. So I think, if anything, the VMAX from Darkness Blaze might actually go up in price, just because the people that did not open Darkness Blaze will want that card to match their Darkness or their Champion's Path card if they pull it, either for selling purposes or for collective purposes, whatever you want to call it. So it actually might go up. It might go up to about, a $50 increase at most. It might go back to the $150 price. But I don't think it's going to fall. I don't think it's going to fall. It might initially, like a few bucks, you'll see some cheaper sales on eBay. But eventually it's going to go ahead and go up slowly but surely, in my opinion. That Japanese was $1,000 because it only has a few made up. Correct. Pokemon Hollow's right. So they're only doing the Japanese one with tournament wins. So if you win a tournament in TCG... play, then you get that card, and there was only a limited amount printed, so that's why the card is so expensive, especially in the 10. No subset haven't reported, at all, nothing. So what we got from Poke Beach is what pretty much everybody is talking about right now, and I don't think it's going to change. I mean, we're a week and a half, 2 weeks out from Champion's Path right now, so I don't really see that changing, and if they did, that'd be absolutely crazy to do last minute, especially since people like Leonhardt are already getting products. So I think we kind of already know what we're getting from the set. The Shiny Charizard will worth a lot if they don't have a Japanese version, right? So they don't technically have a Japanese version, and English cards are notoriously always more expensive than Japanese, so I do see that Charizard V being an expensive card, but I don't see it surpassing $150 to $200. I just don't see it right now. Now, once we get the Champion's Path set, and once people start opening packs, and cards start going to PSA, and they start getting graded, and we see kind of a pop report, and we see YouTube videos of people opening, we can kind of justify what that price point will be, and eBay will definitely help that a lot by sold and completed sales and how many cards are on there. So it's a lot that has to take place first for us to find a price point. But when it first initially releases, especially when a lot of the guys that open packs just to sell, like right before, on release day, just to get it out in the market, they're going to be high prices just because there's not a lot out there, and there's those people that want it right away. They don't want to open packs, they just want to have the card. So there's going to be the high dollar amounts, but give it about a week, give it about 2 weeks, give it about a month until we really find that fine line of what the cards will be worth. Kind of like we have to do with the Vmax from Darkness Ablaze, like we have to do with the Shiny Charizard, even with the boom. It's all going to go ahead and paint itself out eventually, and we'll find that price point. So, it's just a waiting game. Unfortunately, it's just a waiting game. Think of this, Shining Legends and Dragon Majesty were holiday sets. Champion's Path is on par with them. It is, yeah. I agree. It is definitely on par with them. I think the hype is more with Champion's Path because Hidden Fates had that crazy boom. Pokemon had its boom. Charizard had its boom because Pokemon have its boom. You know what I mean? It just all escalates up. So now they just released this freaking just mind-blowing 2 cards that they're going to add into the set out of nowhere. So it's just, that's why it's getting so much attention as it is compared to other holiday sets that they did. Darkness Ablaze VMAX will be dropping in price soon, I guarantee it. Like I said, it definitely can drop. I don't think it's going to drop drastically, but I think for collection purposes, it'll go back up because people will want that card to match their VMAX. There's just people out there like that want to have the same type of card if it's available, and it may still be in high demand. Especially if the pull rates start going down and people aren't getting as much, and then we're not seeing on eBay as much at all. It's all a game of cat and mouse, really. People will be trying to unload them to find Champion's Path purchase. Could also be a possibility. Like I said, we won't know until it releases, but it could. Anything can really happen. Then again, people were trying to unload Roaring Skies and all that stuff because it was barely getting $50 for a booster box, and now, you know, some people were willing to pay $200 just to get that when the boom hit. It's just crazy. It's such an unpredictable market right now that it's hard to even keep up with it. It's just really hard to keep up with the market right now. I know me and NC Packbuster, we talked, I think it was about a month ago, and I was like, hey, have you seen the Rayquaza from Shining Legends just skyrocketing in price for a PSA 10? And he was like, wait, what? And he went on there, he was mind blown that it was even that expensive. So it's such an unpredictable game right now, and that's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to investing of it, just be careful. Don't put your eggs in one basket because I don't want anybody to go ahead and basically get tanked from it. It'd be terrible. Yo, what's up, Rob? Just showing some love, dude. TCG Fun House, appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit. Leonhardt would definitely pull it. Yeah, I put it in the on Twitter earlier. I was like, if anybody's gonna pull it right now, it's gonna be Leonhardt because, like, why wouldn't he, right? It's gonna promote the crap out of Pokemon right now if he pulled it, especially that set. If Leonhardt pulls it, that set will automatically, the price gougers are gonna be out in full force, just marching into every store and buying it all up and trying to sell it for hundreds of dollars. It'll be absolutely insane. I got my first VMAX on my 14th pack. Yeah, dude, you told me about. You've actually pulled a few since then. It's pretty from those double blisters. Pretty good luck there you had. Yeah, I don't see drastically dropping either. Like I said, it could initially it could drop until people are like, oh yeah, I want this. I want to match the set, and then it'll go back up. It's just an Pokey Garage coming in clutch with the code cards, dude. Appreciate it, man. I've been slacking over here because I do have some packs to open, but I've been babbling on about Champion's Path, so I haven't opened too many. I think I opened 3 packs. Got a Grimmsnarl and a Corviknight so far. We don't know what the odds to find. We don't know the odds to find one of the Charizards yet. Do you think you're going to be as rare as Hidden Fates Charizard? That's a good question. That's a really good question. I can guarantee you the VMAX Charizard will be a tough card to get. 100%. Now, the shiny Charizard, I really don't know. I haven't seen a card like this, really, as far as a Zard from the Sword and Shield era, except for the Charizard V in Darkness Ablaze. And that's not I've pulled 2 of those. I've seen some people pull a bunch. I've seen people pull none. It's really an unpredictable card. That's what kind of blew my mind, was that card. The Charizard VMAX, we've been speculating for like the last few months before Darkness Ablaze even came out. So that's not a huge shocker, but the fact that they made that ETB card, which is going to be really nice, the orange Charizard in the Elite Trainer boxes, the fact that they made that a shiny as well to collect and open from the pack, that's what was kind of the mind-blowing factor. So I don't really know the rarity of it. I'm assuming since it was kind of a unexpected thing that it will be a tough card, but we don't know until we start cracking some packs, and that's going to start Saturday when Leonhard gets into it before we all do. Yeah, the Zard was easy for me this set, but no V. Hopefully the same with Champion's Path. Yeah, I'm hoping too, because I still haven't got the one from Hidden Face, and that's been killing me. So if I can get these out of the way early, I'll be happy, and I can just casually open some Champion's Path and collect the set. It's not a big set. I think there's 80 some odd cards in the set. So it should be a pretty easy set, minus the Zards, to go ahead and collect and make a master set for. We also don't know the reverse hollows, if they're going to have reverse hollows. I'm assuming they will, but we got to get our hands on those packs first. I emailed him. He's looking at the post office, but it's not looking good. He's going to go back Saturday and tear apart P.O. boxes to try to find it, I missed that whole conversation. Let me just go back up, guys. Let me catch up on some chat. We see that. Code cards coming in clutch. Appreciate that, Poker Garage, for contributing to the stream. I'll have to check it out. I sent 37 cards to Gem and Pokemon for grading, and they got lost in the... Ooh, $900 in cards. Dude, that's tough. I was actually talking to... I went to the car store and talked to my friend Neil, and he was telling me a story about a guy that used to do a lot of middlemaning, and they sent out $40,000 worth of cards in that shipment, and they never received it back. The reason being, the post office took it to the wrong house. I think it was like 6 or 7 doors down. Thankfully, after a couple days, it was returned back because they knew each other, and they just weren't able to meet each other in the passing. He was at work, and he was at work, or whatever the case may be, so he never got to go ahead and go by and deliver because he didn't want to leave it on his doorstep. But he ended up getting back. But yeah, that happened. So hopefully you get those cards back from the mail, because I mean, $900 of cards is a lot of cards, and a lot of collecting and everything you want. It's just terrible situation to have. Hey Rob, loving the stream so far. Have you by any chance pre-ordered Champion's Path ETB or any of the new collections? I'm doing everything I can do to find a ETB. I did. I pre-ordered a case, and I pre-ordered it through NC Packbuster, and he's super busy right now, but give him a few days. I'm sure he'll catch up. Hopefully he doesn't break his phone by then, but I definitely recommend doing business, whether it's grading your cards, buying packs, buying booster boxes through NC Packbuster. They're legitimate. They get back to you fast. They get your product fast, and you will be happy with everything. The shipping, everything you'll be happy with, I promise. So definitely get a hold of NC Packbuster. Don't be upset if he doesn't get back to you today or tomorrow. He will definitely get back to your DMs or, calls, whatever the case may be. Just give him some time. I know they're super busy right now. Orders are flooding in ever since the Charizard announcement. So definitely hit him up. I highly recommend it. We also have other people too. Mav the Mac Collector, if you don't know who that is, he does sell. I don't know what his situation is with Champion's Path, but I'm sure he'll try to get a hold of some as well. There's a ton of people out there. Danny Phantom, who you might know from Instagram. So definitely shop around if you need to as well, and see what people are offering or not offering. But don't go and spend $80 on the ETB. Spend that $45 to $50 to $55 range, depending on who you go through, and keep it at that. Don't go out, burning yourself for $80 ETBs just to get it open on video. Not worth it. Take your time. Go to a Target. Go to Walmart. Get there a couple hours early, maybe before the distributors get there, but get the right price for your product. What do we got? How quickly you forget he couldn't pull the Unbroken Charizard. He opened 2 packs. Something insane. I missed it. Where am I missing these conversations from? I need to catch up. I need to stick with the chat a little bit more. Yeah, the Zard was easy for me this set, but no. Oh, yeah. God, I already read that. Oh, man, I'm so behind. What the heck is going on here? I'll take a promo as a win. Yeah, I agree. Wow, bro, my condolences. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. Hopefully you get those back pretty soon, because that's terrible. I would be really upset if I sent some of my cards to go ahead and get freaking graded and they didn't come back, especially if I was going to use that to potentially sell and then reinvest back into the channel as far as buying more product, whatnot, because that's something that I definitely do have to consider. I really don't sell much at all, but the more of these sets come out, the more demand there is for videos and the latest and greatest. Trying to keep up is definitely a lot, and it costs a lot. And although I do love all my cards, I do love having them, it's definitely time to consider some of the doubles or triples that I have and selling them so I can reinvest back into the channel. It's not going to go anywhere else. I want to keep the channel moving and hang out and do more videos. So definitely something I need to reconsider. So if I sent some cards out to get graded because I thought they were in good shape and quality, I would definitely, and spent money to get them graded, I would be absolutely irate right now and freaking out in the post office every single day until I can get my product at the right time. I didn't realize I was in that window. Thanks, I appreciate the words. Didn't mean to make this. Oh, no, don't worry at all. It's completely understandable. It could definitely be a thing. I don't mind talking about other stuff on here as well. I figure that anybody that wants to go ahead and, my thumbnail was investing in Champions Path and whatnot. I think anybody that's going to go ahead and tune in for this after will probably go ahead and watch the first 5 to 10 minutes and that whole spiel, and then they're probably going to go ahead and move on from the live stream. Anyway, maybe try to cut some ends in front, middle, back, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm not worried about talking about anything else. So anything you guys bring up, I don't mind talking about. What do we got? If you are dealing in a 5K card, you fly down there just like Leonhardt losses. Yeah, I would have definitely went. Actually, I just would have went to Beckett and took the 9.5 if that's what he thought he was going to get. I'm assuming he sent it a PSA because he wanted a better grade and thought he can definitely get a PSA 10. Whereas Becky, he might have gotten that 9.5, which he didn't want to see. Either way, I would have definitely just taken it to Beckett because it's right down the road for him. So if it was right down the road for me, I definitely would have done it. Or flew out to there to hand deliver it just so I can go ahead and make sure that I'm not losing $55,000 in mail because stuff happens like that and it's unfortunate. Grading a mass bulk, though, of cards, I mean, I definitely would send it in the mail. It's just a very unfortunate situation. 100% NC Packbuster. The Golden Warrior are good peeps. We got a couple of our Darkness cases. Yeah, 100%. I've gotten product from them. They work together. Golden Warrior, NC Packbuster. They work together. They are great people. They get back to you fast. They are legit. They have plenty of references. You don't need to worry about that. Take my word for it. And go and buy your product from them. If you are worried about shopping around and, trying to find someone that you can use, they're great and I highly recommend. I might hit up NC Packbuster for some more ETBs. Yeah, definitely hit him up. Like I said, I know he's, blowing up right now, but, that's the name of the game. Definitely hit him up and I'm sure they'll get back to you at a reasonable time. Rob was talking about Leonhardt. He opened something like 2K in Unbroken Bonds before he pulled the Charizard card. Yeah, he opened a bunch. So, I mean, it didn't take, for example, like the Shiny Zard from Hidden Fates, I still haven't pulled it, right? But the Charizard from Unbroken Bonds, I think it took me, I want to say I opened up one booster. I did only one booster box of Unbroken Bonds, and that's when my channel was still fairly new. And I opened probably 30 or 40 sleeve blisters before I pulled mine. And so it didn't take me a lot. So it's just the luck of the draw, really. It really is. That sucked, Mr. Mew. I got lucky with mini Pokemon. Got 3 ETBs. Nice. Good. I'm glad that you got some. Like I said, if you're having trouble, definitely hit them up. And definitely shop around as well. There's other people out there that, may not... may have some that you didn't expect. I also remember 90K Pokemon card being stolen. Yeah, I think it was 90K. Yeah, I don't know exactly what card it was, but yeah, I did hear that story as well. It was trending there for a while. Create a Discord for your doubles or triples. I know people would either trade or buy. Yeah, I could definitely want to go ahead and get them graded out first. I just don't want to go ahead and, there's definitely some 10s in there. Definitely would like to get them graded because, as we all know, graded cards does increase the value by a lot because you know that you're getting a value card, right, in great shape. So I definitely want to get my stuff graded and before I get it out there. What's the best value, Beckett or PSA? It really depends, man. It really depends. I think Beckett is a little bit more harsher sometimes on the Pokemon product, whereas PSA may have some leniency. But unless it's like a black label Beckett 10, right, which is extremely rare and extremely hard to get, I think the Beckett value to the PSA value kind of float around the same range. Maybe a $10 to $15 difference between the two, but they roughly are priced around the same. Unless you get that black label Beckett 10, which makes a world of difference and it's very hard to get. So that will sky. For example, I have a Zacian V gold card right now that I purchased because I think it's going to be a black label 10. And I want to send it to Beckett because I think it's going to be definitely a black label 10. And as we know, there was one that just sold on eBay for $1,900, which is absolutely insane. Whereas a PSA 10 Zacian Gold right now is selling for about $300 to $400 in the current market. So if that answers your question, I would definitely, if you think you have a card that has a black label 10, do it. But it's very difficult to get. So you're typically a 9.5 from Beckett, or even a 10 is not going to be that much of a big dollar difference than from PSA. They might just go hand in hand to be the same price. PSA don't take the walk-in. I live down the street from PSA and I called them and they said we don't take walk. What? Really? I mean, that's kind of silly. It might be. I mean, how recently was that? Because I know they've been overwhelmed since they had to shut down there for a little while because of COVID. I know they were overwhelmed, which is maybe why they're not doing walk-ins. But I do know of people that actually went there and brought their cards in. So maybe that was their policy. It depends how long ago. Just let me know how long ago it was, Shiny Goggles. It's all luck, just like the Vmax Zard. Some people have opened 6 boxes and haven't pulled. Yeah, I agree. It's all definitely luck. Some people have pulled 3 or 4, and some people have pulled 0, like myself. But then again, I haven't opened a lot of Darkness Blaze either. What cards are you still missing from Hidden Fates Master Set? I am, as of... Okay. I don't want to put any spoilers out there because I'm going to do a video. But as of today, I guess it's kind of a spoiler. As of today, the only card that I'm missing is the Shiny Charizard. And the reason being I'm missing it is because I won't buy it at all. I promised I would pull it. So maybe 2 years down the road, I'll buy it if I still haven't pulled it. But I'm still going to go ahead and get that hunt and see if I can get it. I may have a case coming my way. We'll see. I'm not sure. But we're going to try to pull it before we buy it. Definitely a lock. I opened 22 Burning Shadows packs from Blister/Chicks, and I pulled the first. And all I pulled is one holo. Yeah. Then again, Burning Shadows is absolutely a terrible pull rate set. I mean, I've gotten burned on Burning Shadows. No pun intended, plenty of times. What cards are you still missing from me? Okay, I read that one. What camera and mic do you use to stream? So I use a Yeti mic. It is the Yeti... The Yeti thing. The Yeti... Hold on, let me pull it on the screen. So that's the Yeti I use. That's the one I use right now. The Yeti Blue. There it is. Yeti Blue. That's my mic of choice. And then right now I'm just using a webcam Logitech HD 920p, I think it's called. It's right here in front of yeah. So the HD 920 is the one I'm using right now. It's just a standard webcam. And I use a lighting as well, LED lighting, to help the camera quality as well. I think in camera quality, if you have a webcam or something like that, great lighting definitely makes a big difference in the webcam. Is solid lighting to brighten it up a little bit without having to spend $300, $400, $500, even $1,000 on a actual camera. It's because of insurance issue on the value of cards. That's crazy. I did not know that. And I wonder if it was just a recent change, because like I said, I do know the people that have actually went there and hand delivered it, but then again, I mean, if you were somebody like Leonhardt, I'm sure PSA would not be like... I'm sure they wouldn't let you out the door, you know? Maybe like a regular schmo like me, like, yeah, dude, go kick rocks. But if, you know, I was Leonhardt walking into that, I'm sure they would have greeted me with open arms. It will go up in price if you buy it 2 years from now. The Vmax Charizard, is that what we're talking about? I think that's what we're talking about. Hello, yeah, congrats, bro. Here's the luck for the shot. Dude, I hope so. I hope so. We're going to open up some Hidden Fates. I don't want to go ahead and give up on it completely. I do want to open it. Speaking of opening, I'm going to open a couple more packs while you guys are hanging out. And, yeah, lighting is important for sure. I agree. Lighting is a big part of getting some solid shots from your camera. Like I said, especially if it's a camera that's, you know, not the greatest quality in the world. Like my, you know, Logitech webcam. But, I mean, for me, what it does now, I think it's enough. I don't need anything crazy or insane. It does me justice. So I'll take it. Oh, man, a bear tick? So what do you think, guys? Should we get some into some Unbroken Bonds, maybe? Or should we get into some Ultra Prism? You guys let me know. Blue Yeti. Yeah, Blue Yeti is clutch. I think a lot of people actually use it. Majority of people that do YouTube videos or streams use the Blue Yeti mic. It's the best bang for your buck, and it looks good. It's compatible with a bunch of mic stands and all this other stuff. It's quality. It's quality mic. We got Unbroken Bonds. Unbroken Bonds. We got an Ultra Prism. Unbroken Bonds. Ooh, Unbroken Bonds is winning. Yeah, I got it because Yizzy recommended it. Yeah, he did the videos for PokeTubing University. That was a good series. I enjoyed that a lot. Definitely some insightful information, especially if you're starting out with videos or you just want to improve a little bit of quality. Yeah, I got a Blue Yeti because... Oh, yeah, I read that one. Message retracted and then came back into the stream. All right, so Unbroken Bonds. We got some Steam Siege. Sudan, stop. Stop with that nonsense. We don't open any Steam Siege on here unless it comes in a box collection. And, you know, that's really the only reason, actually, is box collection. Yep, it's tried and true. Oh, no, gave it away. I'm not even going to go through all of them. Here you go. Stealthy Hood, and our rare was Ugly. Man, I forgot the code cards are backwards on Unbroken Bonds, which is absolutely weird. Steam Siege. Hashtag Steam Siege. Alright, so wait a second. So, there we go. There we go. For anybody that's still eating up some code cards in the live stream, I think we're actually going to wrap it up here shortly. I'll get through some of these packs, and then we're going to call it a stream. So, hopefully you guys got some insightful information, some investment information for me. Ooh, Landorus, holographic, Unbroken Bonds. Nice. And hopefully it helps you guys in your Champions Path adventure. It's going to be a heck of a set. It's going to be big time. There's going to be a lot of hype around it. And hopefully that everybody that's hung out with me so far throughout this whole stream, each pulls one of those Zards. I'd be happy to see some delighted faces getting that card. I did not open my Hidden Fates ETB. I'm not going to open it. Unless somebody comes over and hands me another ETB for free, then I'm definitely not going to open it. Just need a camera recommendation to start showing the stash more. Like I said, I know Yizzy has a little bit more of an expensive camera. Don't know really the price point, but it's pretty, I mean, it's definitely quality. I just use my little Logitech 920 with some good lighting, and it, you know. And also, all right, I thought it was going to be holographic. He also talks about depth and lighting in the background and trying to, you know, do all that stuff. It's really good stuff. It's definitely takes some time and some effort to go ahead and do. And some frustration, but once you get it all set and done, I think it's absolutely worth it. And makes the videos a lot better. Rob, what set are we doing in October? I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll try to talk about it and figure it out. Maybe Champions Path at that point. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe some Vivid Voltage by then. Depends when we do it. We said October, what, 13th we were going to do it? I'm not sure when Vivid Voltage is coming out, but somewhere around that time it's going to be. I'm opening one on Monday. What? Dude, you are going big. What is wrong with you? Hey, is Centurion XYZ still here? We got his Blastoise Unbroken Bonds. There it is. We'll take that. Fates Collide. Nah, that's a hard pass on the Fates Collide. Big pass. Big old pass. All right, I'll open one box of Ultra Prism because, like, why not, right? It's here. Vivid Voltage coming out on November, right? Champions Path or Hidden Fates. You're right. I'm sorry. It is coming out in November. It is coming out in November. I thought it was October for some reason, but it's November. There's some time in between. Champions Path or Hidden Fates? I'm down for one of the two. I don't see myself at that point in time when everybody's opening up Champions Path and it's the hot set around opening anything different. Maybe by then we'll have some of those pink collections out and ready to go. And open some of those box collections. Something. We'll open something along those lines. Is it going to be backwards? No. 2 packs of first edition ring team. Dude, you were just going absolutely freaking in. Well, that should be good. That should be pretty interesting video. Hopefully you guys get the fire pulls out of those sets. Another shiny Charizard maybe. That'd be cool. Gonna be awesome, bro. For sure. It's definitely gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it. I got a few more pack battles coming up. And actually I got a lot of pack battles in October. October's kind of booked. October is the Kanto Power Box. Nice. Okay. Magnezone. Holographic from Ultra Prism. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, that Kanto box is actually looking pretty good too. There's just a lot of the stuff in Champions Path I'm excited for. They're coming out with the Marnie box too, right? In around that time frame, which I think is going to be freaking super spice. So everything going on in that with Champions Path is going to be good. So I'm definitely going to try to go ahead and buy one of each and open them as much as I can, just because I know I'm going to want to open it. Now I might not open as much if I pull the Charizard at a, kind of early stage, but I'll open, as much as I... There it is, Infernape. So we got 2 holographics from Ultra Prism, but nothing too crazy from it. All while eating a McKeg. I would hope not. You wouldn't catch me doing that McKeg challenge with any hidden fates or vintage packs, but if Dempsey is in the background eating a Pokemon McKeg while you're opening packs, I guess I'll allow that. Oh, dude. There's supposed to be some videos coming out of people doing the McKeg challenge, so I'm pretty excited to watch those. It should be pretty interesting to see if anybody can hold up, or hold down that burger, I should say. Pulling the Charizard at an early stage. Man, if you don't stop trolling, I swear. Alright, guys. Last box that I'm opening up, and then we're going to call it a Poke stream. Appreciate y'all hanging out that did. And if you guys have any more questions while we hang out, definitely go ahead and ask. And we will be doing the PokeCast on Saturday at 6 p.m. We're going to have Mr. Real Breaking Nate on, so that should be a great PokeCast. And with Champions Path news and stuff, we'll have a bunch to talk about on top of interviewing him and finding out his newest things going on his channel and things that he plans on doing in the future. So it should be a great PokeCast. We'll be asking a lot of important questions. So, and if you guys want to ask any questions, make sure you guys join in for the live. That way, anything I see good, I will ask him myself as well. For you. I checked with my doctor, and he advised me not to do the challenge because I would most certainly have a heart attack. Yeah. Alright, so I don't blame you, dude. I don't want you freaking dying on me. That'd be absolutely freaking terrible if I was the cause of your death with a Pokemon Cake challenge. I'd probably have to quit YouTube. I mean, I would quit YouTube. I couldn't see myself doing that to somebody. Oh boy, that's freaking man. Real break, dude. Oh yeah, I mean, he was nice enough to go ahead and accept my invitation to the PokeCast. I know he's another holographic, huh? A very busy guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on, and he has a big channel that he needs to go ahead and take care of. So I really appreciate that he took time to hang out with us with the Rob Mob and answer some questions for, a PokeCast. As well as everybody else, too. Big or small. Anybody that joins the PokeCast, I'm very appreciative of. Because it takes time out of your day to have to come hang out and, go through Skype or Discord or whatever the case may be to hook it all up. And, it's a lot of stuff going on. So anybody that has been on my PokeCast in the past and in the future, I'm much appreciated of. All right, Alolan Vulpix and the rare. Another Heat Rum. Man, what are the odds that on the Instagram Live, I freaking pull the Lily, which is absolute freaking fire, and these 2 Ultra Prism boxes, like I couldn't pull a freaking good card. That kind of sucks. What do we got? Have you opened any more Darkness Ablaze? What's your completion? It's terrible. I was late on the Darkness Ablaze train. Absolutely late on that. I just wasn't worried. Everybody was opening so much of it already that I really wasn't worried about getting, having to have it on the channel. I was just going to open up casual, and I have been, opening here and there. Opening up some other stuff along the way, too. Don't mind doing that kind of stuff. So, not high at all. I got some good cards from the set. But Retro Poke Gamer 2, he sent me some cards, which helped me out a lot. So, and I'm very thankful for. So, it's been a slow roll. It's been slow. I haven't done when I do my master set, I like doing the uncommons, the commons, the rares, and all the reverse foils. I like doing, and then going on to the more rarer stuff. But I don't know how far back I am. It might be, quite a bit. What's your PokeCast this weekend again? I missed what you said. So the PokeCast this weekend will be at 6 p.m. on Saturday with real Breaking Nate. So it should be a lot of fun. So definitely come hang out, ask some questions, and kick back and relax. We somehow pulled 3 Zard Vmax. Yeah, dude, you guys have just been killing it with Charizards in general from all different types of sets. Double Skybridge, reverse hollow binder. What? Dude, got almost all the cards. Hope to show it soon. Yeah, definitely show it off, Pokemon Hollow. I enjoy your videos. They're short, sweet, and to the point, and you always put some fire cards on there. So if you guys haven't checked out Pokemon Hollow, definitely do. It just gives you a light on some cards that you don't even, really expect to look so nice sometimes. RPG. What, like a RPG? When are you going to open the other I sent? So I'm still waiting on a few packages, and I'm gonna do a probably live stream like this and just open everything all at once, and then as promised, I would start off with yours first, and move on from there. So there's a few packages that I'm still waiting on, and maybe they'll come this week or potentially next. We'll see. I've got some really insane pack battles coming up. Gonna be crazy. Good, dude. I'm glad that you were collabing with a bunch of people and just having fun, man. That's what it's all about. All right, 1 Sword and Shield, 1 Unbroken Bond. Let's just do it, guys. Why not? Why the heck not? Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Just hit that like button if you want. All right, here we go. Last 2 packs, guys. We're going to go ahead and call it. We got a Cloudpuss, a Fish, Grass, Smoky Circle. We got a Crying Toad, and the rare is a Victini V. Nice. This is probably my like 15th Victini V. I think I'm going to add it to the giveaway booster box that I'm doing as a, what do you call it, as a poll game winning if you don't get a good card from one of the booster packs that you open. Or that I open on the channel for y'all. 4-leaf clovers. That's not a 4-leaf clover. Man. Unbroken Bond. That's another tough set. I mean, I've pulled the Charizard and the Blastoise from it, but lately it's just been absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Koga's Trap. Shout out Hidden Fates. Alright, 1 more Unbroken Bonds. 1 more Unbroken Bonds. I don't have that many left. You got 1, 2. I bought pretty much 2 booster boxes worth, and they came from booster boxes. So I feel like I've already opened a few good packs from there and got some good pulls. So I feel like this is pretty much like the ending. Not going to be anything good. Just reverse hollows and non-holographic rares from these packs. Yep, Weezing non-holographic. God dang, I want to pull something good before we end the stream. No, what in the heck? What in the heck, Unbroken Bonds? All right, last pack no matter what. Geez, stop, Rob. Stop the freaking madness. You're going crazy. All right, haha, that one's popular, but a cool-looking card. The Charizard is hard to get. Very hard to get. But you guys pulled one recently, which is freaking awesome. That's what we got. We got what we got. All right, guys, we're going to call it there. I appreciate everyone. Keep going until you get it. I can't. I'm going to freaking run out. The freaking Unbroken Bonds is almost done. I got like 4 packs left. I'll save them for like a Instagram live or something. But appreciate y'all guys hanging out. If you have any more last minute questions about Champion's Path, definitely go ahead and shoot me a quick message in the comments. I'll try to answer the best of my ability from what I kind of know or don't know, or my experiences with, you know, cards going up and selling or whatever the case may be, investment stuff. But yeah, pretty much it. Thanks guys for hanging out. This was an unexpected live stream. I did not expect to go live. I was going to do a regular video, but with the release and my excitement, I wanted just to talk about it. Like, I started talking to Yizzy about it, and I started talking about it on Twitter, and I was like, I just actually want to talk. I just want to go ahead and just freaking ruin my voice box by just babbling on about how excited I am about the set. Because I am. I'm very excited. And I was boring Chelsea with it, so I figured I'd go talk to my Pokey Peeps, to the Rob Mob, and have a little bit of fun while opening us some packs on the way and seeing what you guys thought as well. So, everybody, thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you on the next one. We'll give it a little quick Rob Mob! All right, guys, catch you on the next one.